Hello, this is Stampylonghead, and before I introduce the video properly, look at this. Check this out, ready? How awesome that. How many Minecraft videos do I start and you can see this? Look at it! Look at it! How incredible is this? Normally I start my videos in my little lovely world, which is lovely, yeah, it's lovely. But I'm normally starting in my little tiny cramped bedroom, and I got the view of my ugly theatre, which is just a grey blob, like outside my balcony. How many videos do I get to start and say, check this out? Look at this building. This is incredible. This is part number 2 of, actually no it's not, it is. It's part number 2 of a tour of Comic 111's world. This is his, I say his second world, he's got a million worlds, but this is the second world of his which I've featured fully. The world is called Purgatory. I didn't mention that in part 1, and this is all part of Rose Kingdom. Basically, this whole top left-hand corner of the world is all Rose Kingdom, but in different time zones. And last time I was here, I was looking around the floating islands, and that was awesome. And in this video, I'm going to be looking at the medieval city and then the Oriental city as well, which is all part of Rose Kingdom. And yeah, Comic 1111 is my host and my guide, and he's the person giving me the tour. And he is the person that built the vast majority of all of this. He has had help from some of his friends and his brother, but he has like built so much of this by himself. And I don't want to sound like I'm not giving credit to the other people. He has had people give him his a hand, but I don't want it to sound like this is a community world or anything. This isn't. This is Comic 1111's world with like a hand from a handful of other people, basically. And yeah, this is the Oriental city, which we got a little glimpse of at the end of the last video. I basically poked my nose over the wall and sort of had a look in, but now we can properly dive in deeper and sort of see what it looks like closer up. And I love this. I love the water going down the staircases and like going underneath. That's just a really cool look. I mean, you know I like having water going around my world. Like in my own world, I got waterfalls and like water flowing like all over the place. I think it's a really, I don't know, just a really cool looking thing. You know, you can feel like you could, I don't know, just dunk your toes in the water if you're on a hot day and cool yourself down. Comic 1111 did warn me that and this isn't completely finished, the Oriental world. He says that quite a lot of it's done on the outside, but in terms of like the furnishing on the inside, like it's not all completely done. So don't judge him. Don't think that like he's just not going to bother like to fill in the houses. He just like hasn't got round to doing it yet. So at some point he will be like filling in the gaps and sort of adding a bit more detail. But I just love the Oriental look. It just works so well in Minecraft. You just like, I don't know, you got all of the blocks you need to make good Oriental looking places. And we can see some, what's it, these like, oh, what are these called, like rose blossoms or something blossoms? Cherry blossoms, that's what they're called, aren't they? You know, like the trees in like Japan and Asian countries with like the pink flowers and stuff, like pink petals and leaves, whatever, on the trees. So he's built a few of them and a nice glass dome here. Of course, we got some sugar canes that kind of look a bit like bamboo shoots. We got a Oriental cow and an Oriental chicken, and you can actually tell the difference between the standard Minecraft cows and chickens and to the Oriental ones by the accent they got. If you listen to when the cow moves, you can kind of sound. Yeah, did you hear that? It's sort of, I don't know, it just sounds a little bit more Asian, and that's how you can tell the difference between like Asian cows and like cows that spawn in like the Western biomes in Minecraft, and that's in the Xbox version of Minecraft only. I'm only joking. I'm not trying to fool you or troll you or anything there. I was just being an idiot. And I don't know what this building is. I'm not entirely sure if it's completely built in. No, it seems to be quite empty, but it's still quite big and grand anyway. I mean, I don't think Comic wanted me to see it properly, so because it's not finished. But I want to have a little sneaky glimpse in. And yeah, I mean, it would be nice to see all of like these middle ground areas filled in. And I mean, that's the only problem I have with super flat worlds is like, it's fine once they're completely finished and they've built terrain, but when they're being built on, like what you're looking at often looks grand, but then like when you look to the distance, I don't know, it often looks quite bare and just deserted. And I don't know, I just like it when people use like the natural biomes. But then again, whatever is spawned naturally in Minecraft, you could build by hand exactly how you want and not have to worry about like leveling loads of land or placing land over water and all of that annoying stuff that you have to do if you're using like a naturally generated Minecraft world like I've done. Another few empty buildings. As I did say, a lot of these buildings haven't been furnished on the inside yet, and they will be. They will be eventually. They just haven't been yet. Looks like this one has been a little bit more. There's a bit more detail added inside. But yeah, once again, these are kind of like empty husk buildings. But to be honest, it's really what they look like from the outside that's quite impressive. And if I remember at the end of this video, oh, have I got to pay? Is this a hotel or something? If I give Comic some gold, I give him free gold because, yeah, hopefully I'm going to get something good. I'm not entirely sure what this place is. So let's see what Comic gives me or where he takes me to see what this is. Apple? Is this an Apple store, really? Is that what I get for 3 pieces of gold? I give you 3 pieces of gold and I get an apple. I don't know, maybe apples are just really valuable here. What's this over here? Is this a restaurant? I think this might be a restaurant over here where I get to sit down and eat my apple. Lovely. That's really what I want. A really grand restaurant. Oh, he's taking me to my table. Do I sit here, I guess? Let me just sit down at my table. And because we're on creative mode, I can't actually eat my apple. So I guess I'll just throw it down in front of me and just stare at it. Oh, and it fell through the table. I can eat my pork chops once I've finished with my apple. Can I put a cake down? Okay, I can make a cake floating on top of my table. This is the worst restaurant in the world. I want my money back. I come here, I give you all the money in my little purse, you give me an apple, and then you throw my pork chops on the floor, and my table doesn't even work. It's wonky and all my food falls off. I'm not happy with the service, Comic. I'm not happy at all. Okay, anyway, moving on with the tour, and you can see some Oriental symbols there. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I don't know if it's just a symbol, but you kind of just sort of associate that with sort of Asian countries. And just the detail, like, I love it once again. And you can see there that big castle that I'm dying to go in. And it looks like Comic wants me to fly up. And I think that is probably where this town looks the best. I mean, look at that. How awesome does that look? How about that for a screenshot? I don't know, it just works really well. But I think it does, to be honest, look better from further away than closer. And that's not me dissing his building. I think just the way the blocks are in Minecraft and how big they are, I think that, I don't know, when you look at things from further away, you can just have a bit more detail with them. But yeah, it just looks really cool. There's the dome that we went earlier on. That's the dome we went into with the cherry blossoms. And this is that bridge that I went over earlier with the water. So let's follow Comic and see where exactly he wants me to go. Oh, looks like we're dropping. Looks like we're going to rejoin the mortals and walk around on the floor rather than using our superpowers. You do feel a little bit like a superhero. I love it when you're on your world and not on creative mode, and you can put host privileges on so you can fly and turn invisible, but no one else can, because then you do properly feel like a superhero. And I just love like flying around and turning invisible and like solving crime when no one else can, because I don't know, it makes you feel more special. And look at this place. I think this is like the medieval area here. You can see like a windmill over there, I assume. And look at the ceiling. Look how high that is. I mean, some of it is still loading in over there, but look at that. How massive is this place? How do you go about building something like this? How do you start building this? Like, how do you work out the dimensions? Like, oh, I want it to be 5,000 blocks wide, I think. You know, how do you plan to build this and make it symmetrical, and all of the patterns in the ceiling and all of like the different layers of like all of the different blocks and the way they all work together and they don't clash and stuff? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get how you can sit down and be like, I want to build this, and then go out and do it. Like, I'd get through like halfway building one of these walls, and then I think like, actually, like the dimensions don't work. I want to do it differently. I don't know. I guess it just takes a lot of planning, and that's what people don't appreciate. A lot of people think about the time it takes in terms of having to go and place all the blocks, but people don't think about the time it takes to come up with this stuff and sort of work it out in your head, or maybe even draw it just to make sure that it does all work. But I mean, it just looks incredible, and unfortunately we can't see it all in one go. It is still loading in, but I'm probably gonna have a little bit of a fly around later on. And yeah, it's just detail absolutely everywhere. And oh, look, the little boat down here. Let's go for a ride in the boat, in the little bathtub boat. There's 2 there. Look, there's one for you here, a Comic as well. Do you want to go? Tell you what, why don't you go on that boat? And we have a repeat of the dodgems in one of the is he trying to leave a trail of gold for me to follow? Okay, looks like I'll follow your trail of gold. That's right, I am that desperate. Well, at least I got a bit of my money back that I gave from the restaurant earlier on. He knows what I'm like. He just has to leave a trail of money, and he knows that I'll just go and follow him. Otherwise, I'll start playing around in the boat. I was going to try and have a rematch in one of the past videos I did in one of his worlds where I was going in one of his theme parks. We did dodgems, but they were dodgems done with boats, and we were sort of smashing into each other, and he won because my boat got destroyed, and I was going to have a bit of a rematch there, but looks like he wasn't game. That hurry just didn't know what I was trying to do because he can't read my mind or hear me right now. This is the US Navy? Really? I didn't imagine the US Navy would be here. I guess this is like old-timey Navy, not modern Navy. And yeah, not very big. not very grand building out of this whole world. That's what they get. What's this building in here? Is this where he went to? No, it doesn't look like he did. Okay, well, let's keep following. I'm not sure if we're going to go to bed or not. I'm not sure how lit up this area is, whether you can still see it at night. But unfortunately, for some reason, my videos always look darker than it looks for me. So I think it might actually be a good idea just to go to bed anyway. Like, I know it does look nice lit up, but you just miss out on quite a lot of the details. So let's go into whatever this place is, and let's put down some beds and have a quick nap here. So Comic, Cooey, Comic, bed. Come on, Comic. Oh, come on, don't worry. I've had a bath. You can sleep next to me. It's all right. Come on, Comic. I'm very tired. I've had a long day walking around. It's time to go to bed. Okay, here we go. Look at that lag. Look at the delay. Am I actually going to lie into bed? Oh, I'm not. Okay, look at when I hit the bed and look when I actually go into bed. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it was earlier, but earlier I'd press it and then like a good 10 seconds later I'd finally fall asleep. There we go, I'm nice and rested and all good. I'm already destroying the floor. It's okay, I just fill in the block and he'll never know the difference. I don't think he saw what I did there. Oh god, I'm walking around with TNT. He doesn't trust me when I hold TNT. Like whenever I hold TNT, he always keeps looking behind me. And this is my kind of room. Full of snow golems with cakes on their head. Why not? Why not make some snow golems and put cakes on their heads? And got a row of pumpkin heads over here with melons. It is awesome. Like, once again, I'm sorry, I have no idea what this place is supposed to be, but, I mean, it looks cool, and that's, I guess, all you need to know. And I can't help just always looking up. There's always something amazing to see when I look up. Once again, though, it's not completely finished. There are a few empty rooms, which I'm sure he's going to fill in pretty soon. But he's spending quite a lot of his time at the moment building some stuff for the Gaming Lemon and his top 5 videos, which he is pretty much always in the top 5 of. So between building all this incredible stuff in this one massive world, he's also building worlds which are among like the top 5 out of all builders on Xbox. So yeah, this guy's very busy. I mean, he obviously has a lot of time to put into Minecraft, and he spends it well and makes some of this like absolutely incredible stuff. And look at this building. I love buildings that have like, that just got like too much detail. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like, look at the way the blocks are. He's got like half slabs and steps and like gates and like fences and like trapdoors and ladders, and it's just like, he just didn't stop building. He just kept adding more and more detail. And when you look at it really close, you're like, oh, it's just a random bunch of stuff. But when you go back here and you look at it, it just, I don't know, it just works. It's just that artistic eye to sort of know like how things are going to work from a distance and how things are all going to fit together. Like if this was me and I was building this building, I'd go over here and I'd go like, right, what type of block should I build it out of? I think I'll build it out of, I don't know, melons. Then I'll build a big, long, straight wall out of melons. He goes and gets loads of different types of blocks and thinks about how they're all going to work together and stuff. And let's actually see what this is. Oh, friend made this house. After all this time talking about how good Comic is building this world and building this house and stuff and all the detail he did. But it looks like he didn't actually do this. His mate built it. I don't actually know which mate it was, but let's have a look inside. Let's give his friend some credit, and hopefully Comic will send this video to his mate so he can see me going around his house. I'll try not to make a mess of the place, and I won't destroy anything. Maybe I'll destroy something. No, I won't. I'll be good. I don't know, whenever you're playing Minecraft, I don't know if this is just me, I always feel like there's a voice in my head telling me to blow things up, and I sometimes get it in my world, but I normally get it when I'm in other worlds, and sometimes I'll be playing and I just hear in my head like, Stampy Longnose, blow it up, you know, kind of as if like I don't know, there's like some sort of googly in my head, some sort of like, I don't know, like as if there's like a little creeper in my brain that says like, wow, what they built is amazing. Why don't you blow it up? And I think we all got that sort of destructive tendency, you know. I think whatever it is in life, there's always something joyous about destroying something amazing. But I don't know, it's literally like there's someone speaking to me in my head saying like, Stampy Longnose, why don't you destroy it? I don't know, should I get checked out? Should I go to like a counsellor or something, or like a psychiatrist to get that sorted out? I don't know if there are psychiatrists in Minecraft. I don't know. If you know a good Minecraft psychiatrist and you want to recommend them to me, then yeah, I'll definitely go and talk to them and see if I can sort myself out. It looks like we're here going back outside of this massive like castle area and sort of carrying on looking around out here. I think this is all still like the medieval zone. So we are still here inside the Rose Kingdom. But this is like a different sort of time period to some of the other places. And what I believe this map is going to be like is it's going to be split inside into like 4 different worlds. So it's all going to be like the Purgatory world, but each like quarter of the world is going to be like a different kingdom. And so this is the Rose Kingdom, and there's 4 other kingdoms, and I don't know their names off the top of my head. But yeah, we can get another glimpse here of another angle of this massive area that we've just been into. And also over here, look at this! How amazing is that? Like, we've got that huge building there, but look at that. This is almost as epic. Look at the detail on that, and it's just so good. It's so amazing. And the problem when you're in a world like this is that it all looks so good. I don't know, it doesn't all blend into one, but you kind of get used to things looking amazing, and it only takes something like this to just, I don't know, make you really appreciate how good this stuff is. And I don't want to get boring, just the whole commentary just going on about how amazing it is, because like you can see, you have eyes, you can tell how good this stuff is. So I'm going to try and stop going on about how amazing it is for the entire commentary, as much to Comic's disappointment. I'm sure he's there getting a massive ego boost about hearing me just sort of saying about how amazing he is and this world is throughout the entire video. But I mean, you can just see the detail and the scale of what's on show here. And for a Minecraft Xbox world, I mean, I don't know, like, is there anything else that can match this? Like, I've only seen a handful of Minecraft worlds, and I've seen like an amazing selection of worlds, and they're all good in their own ways. And I'm never going to say this is the best world or that is the best world, because I mean, I don't think you can be that objective. They're all like good in their own ways, but in terms of just like jaw-dropping wow factor, like, I don't know, there's not much different to this, you know. And it's just the uniqueness as well. Like, I love modern cities, like really realistic cities, like to see how people have been creative to make Minecraft look like real life. But with something like this, where there's no attempt to make it realistic, it's just completely fantasy, completely over the top, like everything taken to number 11. And I love it. Like what's this? Like these like pieces of glass here with like rows of roses going up and stuff like that. It's just everything built as big and as epic as it possibly could be, and I love it. This is Castle I Did By Me. So it looks like Comic built this entire castle, and he just had to put that in a sign just to make sure it's clear that he did build it all. And oh look, he's got a little pet cow in here. Oh, he's got loads of animals. Oh, is this like a feeding trough? Okay, cows, you can have some milk, and sheep, you can have a raw pork chop between you. And I'm just going to put a cake down there for you all to share. Look at that. They gobbled that straight up. That didn't go to touch the sides, did it? That went straight down their throats. Looks like your animals are well fed. You're welcome, Comic. I don't feel like this is a very animal safe world. There seems to be a lot of pitfalls and a lot of dangerous places for animals, so I'm going to have to definitely watch my step as I wander around here. It looks like this is the library, I assume. I don't know, any room I walk into and I see a lot of bookshelves, I immediately assume it's the library. But there are other rooms. It could be a study or something, but I think a library is a safe bet. And I love the carpet. I love like the red and black contrast, and then the cobblestone and stuff. It makes for a nice sort of grand royal kind of area. And is this a secret painting? Is there something hidden behind there? That's a wasted opportunity. There should be something hidden behind that painting. Comic, I demand you add something behind that painting just to amuse me. And to be honest, I haven't actually seen much of the stuff from Title Update 7. Things like brewing stands and like enchantment tables and stuff. And I think the reason for that is most of this was built as soon as the as creative mode was added to the game. And I don't know how much he's added recently, because as I said earlier, he's been spending a lot of his time recently making worlds for the gaming lemon and his top 5s. And what's this? Is that like a massive sword? I think it is. Are we flying up, Comic, or are we having a look from back here? Let's go back here for a bit and have a look at that. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little fly around just to cheat for a little bit. And sorry if you don't like me flying around, but I want to get some more dramatic angles. And yeah, look, it's like a huge sword. Oh, look at that. How awesome does that look? And I'm going to have a quick fly around just to show you the roof of up here, because I never went up here. And there's also grass. It's like a proper town, and there's like a big tree up the top here and stuff. And I mean, I know I shouldn't really look here because Comic didn't show me, but I had to have a little quick sneaky look around there. Now let's try and find Comic again. That's the difficult thing. And you got a little sneaky glimpse there of a few dragons that we're going to see later on. But I'm going to now go back to Comic. Sorry, Comic, I cheated. I just wanted to have a quick look from up there. But I actually think that this is going to have to be a good point to end the video, because I don't want it to drag on for too long, and I've been speaking for a long time, and I've actually been kind of shouting a little bit just because I've been getting so exciting. But in the next video, you can see these dragons that you got a little glimpse of from the back there. But in the next video, I'm going to get a close-up and show you what they look like properly. But that's the end of this video now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye!